A common question is, can I cut off the branches of a neighbour's tree that's overhanging my fence? The answer to this is yes, you can cut those branches off, providing that you don't need to go into your neighbour's land to do so and trespass on their land, and make sure that the tree doesn't have a tree preservation order upon it, which would prevent you from cutting those branches. It's worth noting, however, that if there is fruit hanging on the tree, you cannot simply help yourself to the fruit without permission of your neighbour. You won't require permission to cut those branches off because it's considered abating a nuisance. In other words, the overhanging branches are going to cause you a nuisance, or they are already, and you are permitted to cut them down to remove it from being a nuisance to your property. Once you've cut the branches off, you should offer them back to the tree owner, your neighbour, although in most circumstances they won't want them back, but you cannot simply throw them over the hedge. This is a common myth that you can cut them off and throw them back over the fence, but this is not permitted. You must dispose of them yourself if you've cut them off, or a much simpler idea is to simply ask your neighbour if they will cut them and remove them and dispose of them themselves. It's also worth bearing in mind that if you cut the tree badly and cause damage to it, you may be held responsible for the damage to the tree. Although that's not the same thing as your neighbour not liking the way the tree looks after you've cut the branches, there's no legal recourse just because your neighbour doesn't like the look of it. But in most cases, it would be beneficial to all concerned to consult a tree surgeon, either to do the work for you or to advise you on how you should cut the tree so that these difficulties don't arise.